because there's like no intro or nothing. We're just gonna go ahead and go live right now. Like at this time, currently we are live.
Okay, awesome.
Great.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this stream of the Tipsy Crypto Variety Show. We've changed it from Drunk Crypto to Tipsy Crypto because we've discovered that Tim is an alcoholic and he needs to go through recovery.
Wow, Jesus
Christ. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing great. It's been a long week. As you notice, we don't have our usual layout with everything. Unfortunately, Tim's computer did take a
massive shit. We're just gonna literally call it.
Yeah, it looks like the market right now. If you guys have been paying attention to that, so here we are. But it's fine. We haven't actually streamed in a couple weeks. A lot of life things going on. You know, real life happens.
What have you been doing?
What have I been doing?
Yeah, what's your situation looking like? What have you been up to lately?
I've been getting more into things are starting to open back up. I've been getting more out in the street, on the field. I've been doing stuff like at home editing, but also I have a photo shoot tomorrow. I'll be helping someone make a Black Lives Matter poetry video, something like that. So I don't know, lots of things that I've been doing.
Are you taking pictures, or are you gonna be the pictures?
I'm taking pictures.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Lots of cool things.
What lens are you gonna bring?
I don't know yet. Probably I don't know. I have to look. I don't know where this. I should actually ask where it is, because that would probably that would help.
The shoot.
Yeah, because it's at night. I'm assuming it's illuminated. Obviously, it can't just be in a pitch black place. But I don't know.
Bring lights and a flash.
I will.
And
How's your beer?
It's okay.
Alcoholic.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's really not playing around. It's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I figured you'd like that. Okay, it stopped.
Terrible.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I heard about all these DeFi coins, and I know you did some sort of a stream regarding that.
Yeah. Yield farming is what the stream was about, which, I mean, they're essentially DeFi tokens. You know, someone actually I didn't even get to respond because I was so busy, but on Instagram, because I put the video on Twitter, I put it on YouTube, but I didn't put it on my Instagram, so nobody knew any context behind. I posted because I was I'm gonna play with it, I'm gonna trade it, whatever. It's not something that you should trade if you're someone who's gonna swing trade and stay by your computer while it's moving. Mm-hmm. Go for it, but I don't recommend it for long-term investment. A lot of people,
gas fees, Jesus Christ.
Well, that, and a lot of people think it's a scam. So so it's not a scam. So hear me out. So yield farming, it's the way it works. It's a loophole around ICOs, right? ICOs were the big hype in 2017. Right now, the big hype in 2020 is yield farming. A lot of these DeFi coins, they're built on the Ethereum blockchain, and because of all these transactions and everything that's happening, there's a lot of fees. Gas prices are out of control.
I heard that it's super profitable to mine ETH right now based on you're getting someone did the math. It's you're getting almost $90 a month on one GPU, and that's based on fees of you getting I don't know, $16 in the actual black rewards, and then fees of 4 or 5 times that.
Interesting. That's actually not too bad.
Yeah, the black rewards are whatever they are, and then inside that there's so much fees right now that is the profitable part, is just how expensive it is to send the transaction.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think I was trading what was it? I was trading one of the coins, and back from vacation. Yeah, we're back from vacation. But I was trading. I was trying to buy kimchi. That's what it is. Sorry, I don't know English.
Well, kimchi is a Korean spicy situation.
Sure. It's one of the Master Chef sushi swap, DeFi tokens, whatever. So I tried it out because
whatever the fuck you just said.
One of my friends actually, 3 of them. It was 3 of them. They paired up and they made over $100,000 swing trading this thing. Mm-hmm. So I was all right, let me give it a try.
So nice of you to share those numbers.
Yeah, I mean it's when I tell you these things were up, 400%. like at one point in time. You know,
Guys,
it's
I'm sorry.
crazy.
I'm being fat right now.
You're fine.
I'm so sorry.
Nothing new. So
Honestly.
So I don't know. It's something that's like really it's very volatile, really high risk. But like ever since the market obviously took this dump, a lot of those things have plummeted.
Literally died.
Yeah, it is what it is. I actually saw some of those DeFi tokens being opposite of the market.
Mm-hmm.
People were pumping them. So, but again, it's not so like I posted something on Instagram and someone was like, "Oh, stop sharing this scam. This is," and I'm like, I like the post didn't really have any writing on it. It was like very vague. I just like hashtagged Wi-Fi and like I said like
Wi-Fi?
look at this
That's what it's called.
Wi-Fi. That's the name. The token is Wi-Fi. That's like it's
Pretty sure it's not.
the one I'm talking about. Yeah. When I posted.
YFII?
Yeah.
Bet you it's not.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Pretty sure it ain't.
Okay, I don't know. Look it up. Anyways, so
Wi-Fi.
yeah, don't hold on to it, guys. A lot of people say that even like buying it is like catching a falling knife. Like only it really gives its purpose when you're yield farming. But yield farming is something not for people who are not.
What actually does that
intending-
mean?
Huh?
What does that even mean?
So, like I said, yield farming is a way for people to get around, or it's the new ICO. Basically, what happens is you're basically staking your Bitcoin, right? So you take your Bitcoin, you stake it into a pool, and you wrap your Bitcoin. And what happens is while your Bitcoin is being staked, you're going to be paid out in other currencies, depending on what protocol you decide to go with, whatever you decide to go with.
There's so many
There's a lot, right? Which is
YF
why people are
there's-
like saying like, yo, like this is a scam because they're coming out. But like what it is you're essentially by staking these coins and you getting out rewards, it's a way to basically fundraise. It's VC funding. A lot of these companies, they're like meme coins essentially. Like they're not actually meant to
fucking do anything.
Yeah, they're not meant to do anything. They're meme coins. Even Justin Sun, he made a Sun coin, S-U-N. So, it's something that like people are making fun of. Something else that someone told me yesterday was that, because regarding the gas fees, they're like, oh, like gas fees wouldn't be an issue if, all these, fake DeFi tokens weren't out and doing all this thing. And, hear me out. Sure. We can argue that.
Hear me out. Sure.
We can argue that, the gas fees are out of control because of all this, high volume trading and all this other, stuff.
Or we could just say that ETH isn't ready yet.
So that too, that's where I'm coming from. We are not at mass adoption yet, right? If your blockchain doesn't work under pressure now,
From a bunch of fucking kids doing nothing.
from a bunch of people, like if literally like we are the 1% of the world who's actually into cryptocurrency, today and age, and we haven't gone mainstream, how the hell is Ethereum supposed to work later on when it's like the value is like times 20 times 50? That doesn't make sense. So like I said that, like someone said that to me and I was like, yeah, but if it can't function under pressure, that means it doesn't function at all. Like that's not realistic what you're telling me.
It's a good car, just don't take it on the highway.
You feel me? Like it's like oh yeah, like this is a full featured vehicle, but you can't drive it between the hours of 9 and 5, and you can't go over 35 miles an hour or it'll break. Like, what's the point? But this is the best vehicle on the market. Number 2, actually.
Wow.
So it's one of those things where it's like, like this shows, like, I mean, ETH 2.0 has been delayed multiple times.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, but like, it's one of those things where will it actually scale? Are they gonna actually like come through? Like ETH is very bullish right now because of the fees and because the potential 2.0 making all these fees go away, and that's gonna be revolutionary. I mean, they shouldn't have been there to begin with, but it's fine.
Well, fees make sense. And
well, not fees that fluctuate to like 3 times what you're trying to transfer at any given point in time. There should be a more, stagnant control or protocols in place that should
So no.
reduce that.
Let me explain why proof of work fees can be crazy. So if there are only, I don't know the actual numbers. Let's say there's only 5,000 people that mine transactions.
Sure.
And let's say 90% of those are in like 5 different pools, right? If your transaction isn't picked up by one of those pools, and they obviously want to make the most money, so whoever's willing to pay the highest fees, like they'll take those transactions, mine them. And so if you can get your transaction, it's not that you have to pay those fees, it's just that a miner has to like, okay, I have room in the block, like I'll scoop you in.
Right.
There. But when everyone's trying to use that network, and they're all just like, whatever, just take my money, I want to buy the fucking shitcoin meme coins, like, they don't care about what fees they're paying. So the miners are, all right, lit, like, everyone else, y'all gonna wait a little bit, we're gonna mine these blocks with these high fees.
They don't care until it's like outrageous and it doesn't make sense to do anything and you're at a full loss.
But that's what I'm saying, is the market has dictated that this behavior is acceptable. Like, people are so willing to risk it all on pork chop and fucking all these other crazy ass coins or whatever the fuck, that like they're willing to pay these crazy fees, and miners are obviously not going to say no. Like, it's like an Uber, right? Like, if you're an Uber driver or whatever, and there's 2 passengers, and one is like, yo, I'm going here to here, I'll pay you 50. The other's like, yo, I'm going to the same place, I'll pay you 100.
Right.
Like, you're gonna take the dude who's paying 100. Like, it just is what it is. Like, you'll get the next driver or whatever until there's more people paying, like, 100, 200, same thing. Like, it just kind of is what it is. Like, whoever's willing to pay the most.
I get it. It's just like,
that's how a free market works, yo. Unfortunately, like, we're seeing now that like nothing is perfect because people are still gonna be greedy, and no one's gonna just be like, oh well, let's just smooth out the workload and whatever, because like transactions gotta just get mined however the fuck they get mined. Like, it just so happens that there are enough high fee transactions that it slows down everybody else. So that's my 2 cents on that. It's not a bug, it's a feature. So until your shit is like more decentralized and like literally everyone participates, it's not gonna be like, right now there's like a monopoly on miners kind of, so like they kind of could just be dickheads about it. But like, if literally everyone, like, these GPUs, like if they were just mining, the neighbors mining, like everyone is just always verifying transactions, you're at least a node or whatever, like that would spread out the workload.
right, it would spread out the workload.
The same way that like capitalism would work if, you just let it just be. If you're a shitty person and you're a shitty business, I'm not going to shop there. I'm going to shop somewhere else. Oh, your prices are lower, I will shop there.
Right.
Oh, your fees are lower, those are where the transactions are, going to go or whatever. So.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing is, it's like you said, it's monopolized. Never mind.
Yes.
So can't pronounce words today. But and that's like, it goes. That's true on 2 accounts. One, there's a lot of blockchains out there, and there's blockchains that have faster transaction time.
The same way capitalism would work. Yep.
They may or may not have, some of them do have better features. They work on different protocols. However, Ethereum was one of those companies that was first in the game, and a lot of people built on it. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't build on other blockchains. They don't build on things, like Ethereum. I know Tron and, some of these other newer blockchains are trying to branch out, but people tend to go, when they're building things, to the more reputable brands, quote unquote. But then what happens is everyone is on this one blockchain. You have this specific set of miners who are mining on this one blockchain. So it's like monopoly here, monopoly there. It's like a hierarchy. It's like a little pyramid, basically. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like eventually people should diversify, and we should look into other options, and maybe not everything should be built on Ethereum. So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things that account for this, and there's a lot of things that could, change. So, like half of the projects on Ethereum should not be even on Ethereum. Like,
well, I mean, here's the thing. I think that everyone should try, and like they should build stuff, and we should see what works and what doesn't work. But I think everyone has to like take into account regulations, whatever. It doesn't even matter. It's the fucking internet. This is the Wild West right now.
Try
Shit's
growing
gonna get
corn
messy.
on the blockchain.
Yes, I will. Shit's gonna be messy for a little while until we figure out what actually works and what doesn't work. And so, I don't want to say I don't put too much trust into like new stuff, but like let shit get figured out first. Like Bitcoin never really hacked in a way that has damaged any person or whatever.
Oh shit, I got a farm. If you want to stake your Bitcoin, I'll send you the address. Oh, that's so cool. What? James Doe. That's crazy. That's cool.
What is that? How is that cool?
That he
How is
has a
cool?
farm?
Stake my Bitcoin.
Yeah,
What
like
does
a
that
like
mean?
he has a like a yield farm. Like he's
Yeah, no, it's a hard pass. What does that even mean? Bitcoin does it. It just sits there. What are you talking about?
so right. So what? Well, like I said, when you yield farm, what you're doing is essentially you're taking your Bitcoin, you're wrapping it into another coin, like
Dislike.
yeah. So it's like you're getting
too confusing.
interest on your Bitcoin. You're getting there's like spillage that happens. There's other like sub coins that you can get from your Bitcoin, and like you get paid out in whatever token because your Bitcoin is like staked. Right. Like, does that make sense to you? Am I making sense to you?
No, see, you send me one, I send you two back. It's nothing.
Wow. All right. Just kidding.
Trying to tell you, none of this is anything. None of this shit
Nah,
is real.
you send me one, I send you two back. Okay, James Doe.
Yo, the universe isn't even real, bro. Like
The universe isn't real.
I'm just inventing all this shit as we go along.
I
Like,
met a
this
flat
is-
earther yesterday.
This is just
Pretty
my
cool.
brain figuring out like how I feel about sounds and shapes and shit. Like none of this is real.
I didn't realize that they thought that the planets were in a dome, and then I thought about it. I'm just like, you know how many airplanes I've been in? You think I wouldn't have hit a planet by now? It's
Okay,
like that was
that's
like a thing.
not what they're saying.
Yeah, there was like I don't
No.
know. I don't understand how
No,
like.
no.
Anyways, we'll get into that another day. But
No, we're gonna fucking get into that right now.
What?
That's
No.
amazing.
the flat Earth theory, I can't.
So, no one believes, like the flat earthers don't believe the planets are
I do
inside the
grow
dome with us or whatever. Like that's not part of it. Planets are still there, wherever the fuck there is. It's just that we can't get to there. Like that is not possible.
That's literally like not what someone tried to explain to me yesterday. Like this guy, like I ran into this guy at the beach, right? And he was just like, oh, because he was saying that like this is based off like some like variation of like the Bible,
It is.
where like
The Bible says there is a firmament, as above, so below, and so below is water, and so you would believe also above would be water.
sure,
And so there is a dome that protects us from that water, supposedly.
supposedly,
According to
right?
flat earthers.
So like, but like what he was saying is like, oh, all that you see, like the moon, like all that is like enclosed into the like he was just giving me this whole spiel, and I was like,
Yeah, he went
Sir.
to Truman Show with it. That's not.
I was like, sir, a lot of things don't make sense with what you're saying right now. Just like, I don't know, based off like,
I will say this though. I will say this. I'm not a moon doctor.
a puppy, yeah, a puppy.
I'm not a fucking moon doctor or nothing like that. But like when we have super moons and like the shit is mad big and it literally looks like it's right there, like I'm really sorry, but like the whole like 213 fucking thousand or 231,000, however many miles away the moon is. Sorry, not buying it. I just can't do it. That seems like it makes no sense. Sometimes real tiny, and sometimes the shit is fucking humongous. And something that's like really far away, like it needs to come like a certain distance close to you before like the size of it actually starts changing. Otherwise, like the shit just looks mad small and stays mad small until it gets very close, and then it's like you can actually see the size difference. Like if I throw a fucking punch at you, my fist just looks like whatever size it is up until it gets closer, and then it takes up your whole face because I'm punching it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like all the way across the room, like it's gonna look the same as if like I took 2 steps forward. But if I'm in front of you and I take 2 steps forward, the difference is like measurable. You can see it.
Right.
And so the moon, there's no way that shit's that far away. Like I don't, and I also don't think that we've been to space. Not a flat earther. But I just don't believe that we've ever like actually been to space. Like I don't think niggas have been. To
I
the
mean, we've
moon.
been around the like orbit of the Earth.
Supposedly.
Yeah, I mean, there's a center. We have Trump.
Oi.
Hi. He's so sad. He's like, no. But like, you know, I don't know. That's a slippery
There's a
slope.
center,
But
NASA. What do they do?
the hub, the fucking hub in the fucking thing, they orbit the Earth. They take pictures where the satellites are.
Supposedly they orbit the Earth.
Yeah, but like, okay, so we're not gonna pretend like we haven't seen, like, I don't know, space launches. Like, you know, they happen right here in our state of Florida.
Yeah, but you've never watched it from point A to point B. And for whatever reason, the cameras are always pointed down. They never point them up. Like to see, like, oh look, we're in space now. Like literally, the cameras are always every single time pointed down.
Hey, I
Go
don't
find
know.
a video of a rocket going into space with the camera pointed up. Like, you will not find one.
Maybe the
Doesn't
camera will
exist.
burn if it's like, I don't know.
Oh, give me that
I don't know.
shit.
I don't build rocket ships. Anyways, back to crypto.
Space isn't real, guys.
Market has taken a wow, I was actually really sad because after I was done swing trading some of the DeFi tokens yesterday, I went back into Bitcoin, and then I woke up this morning and Bitcoin was under $11,000 after it had hit its $12,000 hiatus, and right now it's actually pinpoint to revisit 9.6. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't particularly want it to revisit 9.6. Like I honestly wish I would have just like sold off when it hit 12, because like I made so much gains, but like now they're like receding, and it makes me a little sad. But you know, it is what it is. That's kind of like one of the, not downfalls, but issues you may run into when you keep basically all your money into cryptocurrency.
I just got paid like a bunch of money at 12. And then I was supposed
to my life.
No, I was supposed to pay the stuff I was telling you that I have to like pay like whatever much stuff. And I was like, okay, let me first send some money to like my secret hidden wallet that's like secret and hidden or whatever. And I had the decimal place wrong, so I sent like $1,000.
Tim,
Okay.
what are you doing?
I was trying to send 100.
This man said I had the decimal place wrong, so I sent $1,000.
Yeah.
Yo, crypto problems 101.
Yeah, I don't math so good. I don't know what it like.
I always Google it first. Like, I never just send it. Like, I'll guesstimate sometimes, but usually no.
Here's the funny part is that I was gonna just send that, and then I was like, wait a minute, let me check. Oh wait, no, this is wrong. I actually need this number or whatever. And then I went to go type it in, and then like when I went to paste my address, since I was doing too much shit, like it wasn't there anymore. So I had to go back out, and then when I back in, I put the wrong number again. Like I put the original number.
Wow.
So like I caught the mistake and I fixed it, but then I fucked up again, and then yeah.
Sure, China, Russia, US, Korea, Japan, Germany, they all live peacefully together in a station far above the earth which doesn't exist, and they all keep this secret from the public.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes, that is true. First of all, okay, China, Russia, US, Korea, Japan, and Germany all living peacefully together in confined spaces. Are you fucking crazy? Where? Would never happen.
Yeah.
Wouldn't happen here
I've
on
never
Earth.
really understood,
Wouldn't fucking
like,
happen in space.
It's
Sorry.
really weird how like country like relations work.
Oh, we're at fucking war, but let's be in space together, fucking chilling.
I've never understood, because it's like,
I'm sorry, but there's no fucking way Ruski cosmonauts are up there with fucking us, and then America's name calling fucking Russia. Oh yeah, you guys are spies. This, that, whatever. There's no fucking way.
Yeah,
like, I'm so
that's
sorry.
like-
And another thing, I don't believe in the fucking whole Antarctica scientist fucking situation either. I feel like they're hiding something over there too. Cause I'm sorry, but like, there's no. That the only place on Earth where wars can't happen and you're not allowed to establish a country and blah, 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 whatever the fuck. No. For scientific research and then just a couple countries just so happen. No. Something's fucking fishy. Whenever there's like world agreements, something's fucking fishy.
I'm sure there are things that are going on that are above me and you. What is it? I don't know.
I don't know. It's fucking, it's what it is it's fishy. So it's fishy.
You smell that?
Smells like fish.
Smells like fish. Smells like fish. So, what was I gonna say?
Yield farming, dangerous.
Yeah, for the most part. Kind of. The only way you will actually profit off yield farming is if, one, you're throwing a lot of money in there, two, you're willing to take the high risk, and three, you are paying attention to it day and night. Very simple. If you're not paying attention to it and you're not throwing a decent amount of money in there, it doesn't make sense. One, because of the fees. Two, because of the pool, reward. It goes off percentage. So if there's like, I don't know, let's say $1 million in a pool and you only hold like 0.004% of the pool, that means you're only getting 0.004% of the entire reward that's being staked into that pool. And if, the tokens who are coming out are like, mere decimals of a penny, you're not actually making money. You're going
imagine a world
based off hope.
Imagine a world where like these fucking little shitty meme coins was like actually money, or like whatever the fuck, and people like went to a bank and the fucking banker was trying to explain this shit like, yo, I'm sorry, but like crypto, this is a fucking L. Like, this is a L. We're taking it right now. This shit is weird. It should be simple.
This is literally,
I feel like when Alex Mashinsky explained Celsius and how that works and how it's like a crypto lending and whatever, like, it made a lot more sense than whatever the fuck that is.
Well, okay, so Celsius is something that's structured. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are structured, which is, again, going back to why people think this whole thing's a scam, because there's no actual structure to this. It's literally, you're staking money based off what you're staking. If it's pumping, it's pumping. It's literally like, they're essentially shit coins that you're raising capitals for companies.
Sorry.
So.
Sorry. I was reading the
Dickens.
comments. Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Crocodile. What's happening in the comments? I don't even know what's happening. But yeah, like you're literally like lending money. You're VC funding. This is a way to raise capital for companies that are trying to start up. But like, there's just there's obviously a lot of opportunists out there who are just starting shit just to start shit. So, I don't know. Famous writer from Charles. Took a few seconds. Oh, they're talking to each other. I see. Okay, continue to talk to each other. But yeah, that's all on yield farming. If you're not willing to put in crazy amounts of money, you're not actually going to make money. Gas fees are way too high anyways, because every transaction you make to like move anything anywhere are fees. So like when you stake it, there's a fee. When you wrap it, there's a fee. When you take it out, there's a fee. When you claim it,
take it out,
when you claim money from the pool, even though you're continuing to stake, there's a fee. Like, it's everything. There's fees. So like, if you don't actually throw in money, you're not making money. That's it. That's all that I have on yield farming.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. It was one of those things where people who got it on it really, really early again. Did make a pretty big chunk. Everyone who's kind of like midway to late on the wave, there's still potential, but it's mostly swing trading.
Interesting.
Yeah. Are you slapping the puppy?
Yes, I was just trying to figure out who is a baby dog.
Who's a big boy?
I think I figured it out.
Who's a big boy? We should have a Ask Trunks questionnaire. Trunks, may I have a few words? Trunks, can I have a few words?
I'm sorry about that.
Those are one of my favorite videos. Have you ever seen those with the dogs?
Listen.
They have the little mini microphone and it's like sniff, 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 sniff.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So here's the thing. I'm going to go get one more beer, and that's the last beer that I'm allowed to have legally for the evening.
Sure. All right, Trunks, you're my co-host. Trunks? So, how's the crypto market going? Mm-hmm. Have you invested into any cryptocurrencies, Trunks? Okay, that seems fair. What are you planning on investing next?
Bork. Yo.
What?
That's the next meme coin.
Bork?
That's the next meme coin.
Really?
And
No.
Trunks is the face of it.
No.
Bork? What?
no.
Yo, that's it.
Dog on crypto. Bro, there was this there was this account. I don't know if it's still around anymore.
That's actually a good name.
Dog.
Like dog on
Or
crypto.
crypto guy.
Like
Crypto
dog
dog.
on?
There
Dog on
was a lot
crypto.
of crypto dog related accounts on Twitter. I don't know if they still exist or not, but meh.
I am convinced that the crypto dog is Jeremy, and he's banned. So, like,
Really?
I'm
Why do you
convinced-
think that?
I'm convinced they're the same people.
I don't think so because that person's always posting stuff like he's like her like the person is like Asian. Like they're from they live in China. Like
The crypto dog lives in China.
yeah, they're always posting like Oriental like
You
things
can't
and
say
like
Oriental.
Asian. Okay. Things. Why can't I say when did that become a thing? Like I know it's a thing, but like why?
Well, I mean, so I'm pretty sure like we invented that term, the Orient, which like is not. I don't think it's an.
So it's
accurate-
because okay, so it's like the N word. Like we okay, all right.
I mean, I don't. Well, listen. I'm pretty sure it's not like the N word because it's not like people say it to like specifically be like really mean. Mm-hmm.
Well, what I
And
mean
also
is it's
Asian
something
people-
that's like
Asian people have not taken it back to mean like comrade or friend. So
so
different
so
from
like
N
what
word.
I mean by that is like
what up, my Oriental? Like, that's not.
it's a derogatory term to a sense.
No,
like
no, no.
it's like very it's
No,
kind of
no, no.
racist.
So Americans assumed that that they were correct, that this magical place was called the Orient, because they didn't like the world was not mapped and like explored and shit how it is now with like fucking
Right.
satellites and stuff, and so it was like this wonderful like place that we had no idea like anything about, and so that's what it was called, and so like stuff that was from there, like an Oriental rug or whatever. And so that is the way that you're supposed to use it. But some people say like, oh, like Oriental people or whatever, which that is not a thing because people can't be Oriental. People are Asian.
Right.
Things that come from the Orient
Are
are
Oriental. Okay, so I can
But-
call items that, but I can't call people that.
So what you can do is you can refer to old items that way, because it's not the Orient anymore. Like no one says that. So like an Oriental rug, you would call it that because during the time where that rug was produced and shipped to America, that's what it was called. But like now you would just look silly doing that. Unless you're like an old Italian guy that still lives in Staten Island and like gets Oriental food, which, you know, not really a thing. It's just you're getting Chinese food or sushi or whatever it is that you're ordering. I don't know, but it's not, you know, just that's a real life example, by the way. But we're not going to go into it, but it's a real life example.
Okay, all right, noted. Something I want to mention real quick. I didn't know this. I heard the IRS was doing some more stuff regarding regulation. It looks like it's kind of gone mainstream. Even Fox News, Fox Business reported on it, which is pretty cool. I like when more mainstream medias report on it. So
Reporting on what?
IRS taxation guideline. There's a new tax guideline for crypto in the U.S.
All right, listen. Here's what my stance on crypto taxes are. Do you remember that one time that all of the coins that you bought, like you took those private keys and you put it on one hard drive and you erased it from all your other hard drives, and then you got into a boating accident and your hard drive was gone forever?
Right.
And now all your private keys are gone?
Right.
Taxes. Oopsie doopsies.
So just so you guys know, let me tell you
Oopsie doopsies.
Oopsie doopsies. Let me give you an update on
Yeah.
what we're looking at here that's been reported from the IRS. So the question specifically was, I guess there was a gray area regarding crowdsourcing when it
I'm gonna
came
buy a
to
boat and it's gonna be
micro
called the fucking
tasks.
SS Oopsie Doopsies.
When you spend crypto, and this refers to larger tasks all the way to smaller tasks like jobs that are divided on an online platform. So the IRS noted that convertible virtual currency received for these tasks work like anything that's has to do with your person working, selling art, any of those things.
What if I get tipped? Your move, IRS. Stupid. Open up a box, dummies. Fuck what's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know how
I exist on the internet.
There's a lot
First
of gray
all,
areas.
Can't even prove it's me. All right, boom. So there's that. And then, do I control the wallet? Technically, no, I don't. So how do you prove literally anything other than the fact that I was, in fact, in several boating accidents and I have lost all the hard drives?
So according to this, regardless of how small it is, nothing that sometimes payment are for less than $1. Noting that sometimes payment are less than $1. Sorry, is taxable as ordinary income. So anything you do is taxable as ordinary income according to this new guideline. Even if it's even if it's 30 cents, that's taxable. It doesn't matter how much the amount is. It doesn't matter.
What if I am homeless? Is that income?
Do homeless people pay taxes? Probably not. I mean, they don't. I don't know. I don't know. Technically, I don't know. I couldn't answer that question.
I'm just saying, like, it's very confusing for me.
So technically, all citizens, unless stated otherwise, are required to pay taxes.
Where's that law?
Okay. All right. According to the IRS, this is not a law. It's not a law to pay taxes. But according to the IRS, you can get arrested and jailed if you avoid taxes or have tax evasion, whatever, right? So
it's just crazy. Like, that's such a crazy concept.
Yeah, I know, but it is what it is. It's tax on the crypto or the fiat we convert it into. It's on the crypto. It specifically says virtual currency. It doesn't. So I think. Hold on. Let me see. So the tax agency recently released a memo stating that an individual who receives digital currency through crowdsourcing platform in exchange for providing services should report the convertible virtual currency as ordinary income. It doesn't specifically say if you convert it over. I think that was already established. I don't think you pay. It's like capital gains tax. I think after you convert it over into fiat, that's when you pay tax. If you keep it in the asset, you don't pay tax because it's not like converted out, I think. But then that's kind of confusing because there are people who have done their taxes.
Here's my thing.
And they have to include the capital gains and capital loss and still pay taxes. I don't know. It's very confusing. It doesn't, like, it's weird. If you fail to declare on your taxes, yeah, you have to declare the capital, like, your assets on your taxes. But I'm not clear on whether or not it has to be cashed out or not. I think it is, because if not, it doesn't make sense.
Nah, I mean, the last guy, I don't know if it's different now, but the last guidelines was like, even if it's not cashed out, like, you still
yeah, that's what I was
taxes
saying.
on
Like, even if it wasn't cashed out, like, because, like, some of it was, like, originally it was no, and then it was yes.
But, like, my thing about it is, like, that's real fucking brazen of the United States to think that, like, they can tax me on money that they did not invent. Well, I mean, technically, they didn't invent this money either. So
Taxpayers who fail to pay on the taxes they owe on their virtual currency transactions can be subject to penalties and interest. In more serious cases, even criminal persecution.
But that's the craziest part about it is I never had
under the current tax laws, cryptocurrencies are treated like property. So based off that logic, there you go. That's how all this falls into place.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So only...
Okay, let me ask you this question then. Let's say...
Sure.
I don't know. Let's say I want to trade you... if I wanted to trade you these headphones for, like, that battery that's on that chair over there, what, we got to get the IRS involved now because we're trading property back and forth? Like, it's like, what do you... if I have deemed that your property is worth my property and I give you the property in exchange for the property, what's the fucking problem? I just don't. Maybe I'm fucking stupid. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm an idiot.
Nah. Welcome to the United States. This is a business. And you know, they want
The United
your business.
States wouldn't need to fucking tax me if they weren't so fucking lazy, you lazy asses. You don't fucking do anything. You do literally nothing. Nothing at all. And you spend all this money. Oh, we gotta do defense and this and that. That's great. But you know what I can't do? Fucking nothing unless I have the money for it. And you know what I gotta do if I want money? I gotta make it. How about you make some fucking money, United States, you lazy fucking bums? You let USPS...
They do make money. They tax you off it.
No, they let UPS and fucking... That's not making money. That's being a fucking... That's a shakedown. It's literally, you're shaking me down. I don't want to be shooken down. Like, what is the... Why? For what reason? Oh, we're too lazy to make our own fucking money. Like, let's just shake down the people. Like, that's so stupid. If you actually provided a service that anyone actually gave any type of a fuck about, and we actually wanted to give money to the government for whatever reason, we would. But unfortunately, there's other shit that has been built that is better than what the fucking government builds, and so we use other stuff. It is what it is. Government healthcare doesn't have to be shitty. You're just fucking late to the game, government, and so you suck at it. Sorry that there's other companies that are doing it fucking better than you, and then you have to jump in, and there's like laws and regulations, all this fuck shit. Like, yo, capitalism undeterred just works, and like this whole shit is just so stupid. It's stupid. Taxes are fucking dumb. It's literally robbery. Like, oh, no taxation without representation. We're gonna fucking dump the tea in the harbor. Where did that America go? Like, how do we become this America that's so complacent and
Where
willing
did that
to pay
America
taxes?
go? The people who started that America capitalized, and then the people who shortly came after them also capitalized, and they made a conglomerate, and now they run the entire country behind the scenes. So that's how that works.
Well, fuck, because it's terrible.
So another interesting story: U.S. Air Force spends $800,000 on chain analysis crypto services.
What? So I know what Chainalysis is, but why did the Air Force spend that much money?
So I know that they were planning on start having contracts like carried out. Like basically they were planning to do smart contracts and like, you know, have a blockchain internally for the military, you know, whatever. It's more secure. Mm-hmm. Military technology is actually kind of old. A lot of that stuff is like not updated.
Military technology is old.
Yeah, like the computing systems and stuff like that. I don't know if you ever. I've watched a documentary. I don't remember. It was like a long time ago. It was like two years ago.
No. Here's we're probably talking about 7 different things here, but so like low-level plebs who have to like type into spreadsheets and shit, they're probably still using like Windows 95 or whatever. But like,
right. Well, yes, that is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like right, like no, like they're advanced, but it's like I'm talking about like they're like the systems are old, I guess. Not the tech's not old, the systems that they're running on are older. Does that make sense?
Sure.
That's what I meant. Windows 3.0.
I don't know, because
Yeah.
I just feel like first of all, a lot of their shit's Linux based, and I know that, like, absolute.
Listen, all I know is that my sister's in the Coast Guard right now, and she had to duct tape the the dryer shut so it wouldn't open. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah. So the thing about the military budget is like they spend it.
What else would their toaster need to run on?
Facts. I mean, the thing about the military budget is like they spend it on like bombs and bombing shit.
Right.
And doing like bombastic shit instead of like, I don't know. Oi, Dom.
He's so sad. He wants to join. He's not allowed on the couch, guys.
Did you bring your blanket over here at least so I could feel good about it? Like, no, of
Go
course
get
not.
your blanket.
You came over here and you just assumed.
So, according to the report, there's unspecified reasons as to why they're doing this.
I mean, of course you're not gonna fucking specify it.
Right. It's just to carry out contracts, essentially, in a nutshell.
I don't like it. I don't like.
There's a lot of
nutshells.
lacking details. It implies that the Air Force is making the use of the blockchain analytics tools rather than using its analytic for non-crypto work. They reached out to the company, but of course, everyone declined. They can't talk about it. I'm sure there's like NDAs and all this other stuff
Oh,
involved.
there's not NDAs. There's M16s. Okay, that's different.
Okay.
That's different. Like, yeah, the NDA is like the formality, but like the real shit that's stopping you is the fucking fighter jets that will like bomb your entire existence.
Yeah, so like apparently like the reason that people are speculating as to why this is like there's companies that are law enforcement that they carry out high tech crime. That is probably what they're using these possible contracts and or the blockchain for.
So Chainalysis is the company that like looks up like transaction after transaction to find like where the money is going and
right,
like,
they're
they
trying.
try
They're
to, like,
they're
uncoin
they're
join
looking
shit.
at their so specifically the companies that are pairing with this is Cipher Trade and one other company, Cipher Trace. So what they're doing is they're cracking down on people. Whether it's between the IRS, the FBI, whatever. There's a few people involved in this scheme, plot of things. But yes, people have tried to, do tax evasion and move their money overseas and blah, 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 to avoid, taxation. And we've seen a lot of, cyber hacks, and the way that you pay and or get scammed is by sending your Bitcoin to this wallet. That's something that's very popular. It's been happening a lot. It happened to literally Twitter the other day, and I'm not surprised that since it literally happened to Twitter, for crying out loud, now the government's on board.
So I didn't tell you this, but one of Shorty's friends works for some company that like pretty much it's a company that helps when you get like ransomware like attacked or whatever, like when hackers like steal your data or whatever, like they help you mitigate that,
right,
or like try to fix it without you having to pay or whatever. And so they manage like, I think she said it was like $500 million of like Bitcoin in like a wallet or whatever, which is like Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Yeah, and so she was asking me a bunch of questions about Monero, because apparently the hacker criminals are getting like wise to the fact that Chainalysis and like whatever, like a lot of stuff is coin joins are not as secure as they once were and whatever.
Right.
So yeah, so she was asking me about like Monero and like how to save money on Monero fees, because they're eventually gonna have to like start doing that because the criminals are asking about Monero. So anyways, the moral of the story is like a huge company that manages a bunch of money in Bitcoin for ransomware is looking to switch or having to switch to Monero. So criminals, if you're listening, which I hope you are, love you guys. You should.
You're such a degenerate.
You should be ransoming in Monero. Not for people. You should not steal people. Okay? You want to steal files? I'm okay with that. Do not steal people. That's shitty. Don't be a shitty criminal. Be an upstanding criminal.
Be an upstanding criminal.
You can't steal people. Listen, if you're going to steal people, you got to treat them really nice and feed them really well, so when they leave, they're like, yo, honestly, like, best kidnapper ever. Like, you can't...
What do you mean? But that's the thing. They're not kidnapping. They're not kidnapping these people to be nice to them. They're kidnapping these people to either harvest their organs.
Well, yes, that's yes, but I'm saying
traffic them.
I'm talking about ransom. Like, if you're gonna hold someone for ransom, just be super nice about it. Like, just be an upstanding. Treat that person like that was your mom. Just treat them really nice, and then be like, yo, you know what? I'm sorry I have to do this. Your people have a lot of money. You're valuable. I just want some money. No big deal. And they'll be like, yo, you know what? Thank you. Could I have some more milk in my tea? And then everything's fine. Totally fine.
I don't know. Maybe that would work, right? If you be nice to the criminals. Maybe they'll be like, okay, just give them what they want, Timmy. I don't know.
Everyone should be nice to everyone all the time, even when you're committing crimes.
Yeah, I mean, I saw this coming because there was a city here. I don't think it was like Palm Beach. I think maybe Palm something, Palm Bay
Palm
maybe.
Hano?
I don't know. There was a county here in Florida that got I think it was Palm Beach, but like they basically took over their systems again.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they took over the systems and they had to pay them in a bunch of crypto, and that was happening a lot across the country.
Palm City, I think.
Yeah, something like that. You know what I mean? But like,
But so okay, and so how you were talking earlier? Oh shit! You know what? Damn, that's mad smart. Okay, so how you were talking earlier about like records and all this shit, like being like Windows 95 or whatever the fuck, like the Air Force or whoever, Coast Guard, like they're duct taping whatever the fuck. So like
Washing
if their computers are super old, there's like 0-day exploits that exist for like old ass systems or whatever. Like if you're not,
that's why they stay on them.
like as annoying as it is when like your laptop is randomly just like,
just wait until the dark web finds out about crypto.
that's hilarious. when you're on Windows or whatever, it's like, oh, Windows is shutting down mad quick to like update or whatever, and it takes a little bit, and you're just like super annoyed because like you're in the middle of doing some shit or whatever. At very least, like that's like the latest security patches and whatever from Windows. So like when they find out about an exploit, they silently like will try to patch it up or whatever.
Right.
But if you're on fucking Windows, whatever, Vista, this, that, whatever, like those shits are not getting updated.
Yeah, they don't
still.
exist. He's trying to make his way over. Trunksy
Listen,
Munksies.
you can't just do it slow and it's fine.
Munksies, I love you. He's so cute.
He's lucky he's fucking cute, because let me tell you, no.
I can't.
He's a handsome little devil, though. I'll give him that.
He's a handsome boy.
Some dogs are just real ugly, but like I don't know. This is good. This is a good dog. It's a pretty good dog. But anyways, yeah. So like that city must have been on like the old shit, and so that just makes me think maybe the Air Force was on some old shit, and they got some of their stuff hacked, and that's why they had to pay $800,000 to Chainalysis to figure out who hacked their stuff, so they could fucking send in the fighter jets.
You think so? You think the Air Force got hacked?
I think it's most likely, yeah, because like what do they do?
I don't know. I mean,
Like those bums were fucking busy like relaxing during 9/11, and that's why 9/11 was able to happen so flawlessly.
okay. I don't know. I feel like it's
goddamn hobos.
I think it's a number of things, because like between all the cyber attacks that have been happening, and people and even cities that have gotten taken advantage of, like the government was gonna step in somewhere. You know, like this was not gonna keep flying like that.
What do you mean?
What? What do you mean? What do I mean?
I don't understand what the problem is.
You think
with
that they were gonna continue to like not try to combat
Let's
crypto
say-
fraud
Let's say
from like hackers online and
let's
shit?
say
Like,
Bitcoin.
of course they were.
Sure, but let's say that Bitcoin adopted Monero level privacy, like way back in the day.
Right.
You know, what would they have done? What would the government do?
I don't know. Figure it out, I guess.
Shit and die like they should do, like
Eat
like
shit
nothing.
and die.
What? You've heard that expression before. Come on.
Yeah, but I'm joking.
Come on.
Jesus.
I'm
Anyways,
just saying. I don't understand why we even need a fucking government the way we have one. Like the shit doesn't make no sense to me personally. Like when something costs more money than it makes, and it doesn't make you happy, like no. Like if you want to buy a Lamborghini, all right, you know, there's ways that you can monetize it, but maybe you don't want to monetize it. Maybe you just want it because it makes you happy, right? That's great. But if you don't have arms and legs, like that Lamborghini is not going to make you happy. Like you're not going to be on the road having fun. It's going to sit there and just be expensive. Just get rid of it.
okay.
If it doesn't make you money or make you happy, get rid of it. And the government does not make me happy, and it doesn't make me money. Unfortunately,
I'll remember that motto next time.
Get rid of it.
Like, I don't know. You make me upset.
listen, Linda. That whatever you want to do, that's fine. I'm just saying it's a thing. If it doesn't
Tim,
make you happy,
don't make me money. You don't make me happy.
okay.
Go away. I'm just kidding. I'm
Okay.
Just kidding. Okay. I'm just kidding.
Everyone should be like that. If it doesn't make you happy, it doesn't make you money, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I understand, but.
And I just think that like we, for whatever reason, are so like into like the way the government is now, that like we haven't realized like, yo, this shit's not making money. Which if it made money, it wouldn't cost us money, and then maybe we'd be happier because like, you know, at least we'd have fucking money. Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Welcome to my life.
America has all these debts. Who? America who? We don't. Me and America do not have a joint checking account. Okay.
America who?
I don't even know that bitch. All right. So to say that we have debts, that's crazy. Who owes China what money? I don't even know anyone Chinese. Like, like you're bugging.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
my one Chinese friend died in high school. Like
Oh my god. Oh my god.
and I dated a Chinese girl, and that was a fucking nightmare. So
I
I paid my debts.
I saw something the other day, and it was like, the U.S. is so quick to talk about credit this and credit that when they have the most debt out of all of us, some shit like that. I was like, that's so true.
Like, yo,
Bro, that's so true.
I don't have no debt. What the trade bans and whatever. I don't even know what the fuck. What they have so much shit going on all over the world and restrictions and sanctions and what the fuck does that have to do? Like, no, that has nothing to do with
That
me.
has nothing to do with
Let me
me.
tell you something.
I ain't
Let me tell you
signed that bill.
Yo, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, young man.
Christ.
Young man, okay? Here's the thing. Okay, we might have sanctions on Russia and Cuba and this and that and wherever else we might have sanctions. Yo, if I met a Russian or a Cuban and they were nice and I'm nice and we want to do business, guess what the fuck I'm doing? Business? Fuck you talking about? Like, sanctions? Because you got... So one president has beef with one president and both our countries got sanctions now? What? Where? How the fuck?
That's true.
Our businesses can't do businesses with y'all. Like, what sense does that make? Bro, like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like if your sister like wanted to work with somebody and they were like willing to pay her mad bread, and because like they looked at you mean when you were in fucking first grade, you're like, nah, and you try to stop her bag. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yo, okay, like we're related, but I don't really like you. Like come on. I don't know. Crypto fixes this, I hope.
I don't know, man, but oh man, I got gum on my lip.
On that note,
Anyways, guys, we will be back
leave. We will
next
leave
week.
now.
There is nothing else that I particularly want to talk about. You know, the Federal Reserve. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Hey, yo, we're done
This
here.
gum on my lip threw me off. I was chewing gum and it's on my lip now. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Tipsy Crypto Variety Show.
Oh, gosh.
Because we're clearly not drunk. Because Tim's an
Nah,
alcoholic.
I compose
And,
myself. I'm super proud.
That's good.
And you know what? Maybe I'm an alcoholic. If you're an alcoholic, fucking slow down. That's it. That's the advice. You're an alcoholic, fucking slow down. You know you can do it, you pussy.
Wow. Good advice, Tim. But anyways, guys, check us back out next week, same time. Are we doing another 9 o'clock stream, or did you want to do 10 o'clock? What's happening here? Because we just kind of jumped in out of nowhere and like just.
Here's the thing. Bits and Tokens Sobriety Show. Yeah.
Sobriety show. That's funny.
Let me tell you about sobriety and me.